Hello everyone, it's Red with RedDragonLeo.com. We went up again today. No surprise there, right? Calling it down market is pretty much insane today. Seems like it's only one direction, up, 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 and away. So, will tomorrow be a down day? I don't know, folks. I just don't know. I really doubt it at this point. We got some fake prints. We got a fake print on the VIX of 1486. Considering that the VIX, even today, after it went up as much as it did, the VIX only closed at 1581. 1486 is 95 more cents down. That means the market is going to go up. Is it going to go up tomorrow? Don't know. Don't know. It's hard to say. It could break this trend line that we're seeing right here. This big major trend line. It could break this trend line. Maybe come down here in this area here. Get oversold. And then turn and go back up Friday or yeah, I would say next week, but it's so crazy they could run it up 200 or 300 points in one day. You know how they do that. So it could well do that, or it could do it next week. I don't know, but at this point I wouldn't be shorting it until that fake print is filled on the VIX. They threw us out one last week and it was filled, and as the market went up crazy after we had the sell-off, the big sell-off, that we got a fake print and on the VIX, and of course the market did turn and rip higher. That I wasn't expecting to go that high and take out the current tops. As you remember, after this sell-off right here, I was actually thinking that it would come, you know, maybe in this area. I was not expecting this and then this, and so anyway, you know, there's really, I don't know what's going to happen, but 30-minute chart is recycling back up. We're still up here. We're pointing down, but it really doesn't matter. The charts don't really work. I don't know why I talk about them. You know, we're up here in overbought territory, and same thing here. Okay, you got to stop there, buddy. You got to stop that. That's annoying me. Let's close that. Anyway, looking at the 60-minute, barely went down here and recycled back up. You can see it's just trading sideways, not doing anything. So who knows what's it gonna do? Is it gonna go down here and sell off? You know, maybe if we break this trend line, maybe it'll pop down here and hit this area, and then turn and go back up next week and hit the final fake print on that VIX. I say final, but I don't know what's going to be final at this point. I know the Legatus pilgrimage ended over the weekend. We're 2 days, you know, 2 trading days, you know, after it. If we look back at the past one of last year and see that we had the Legatus pilgrimage here at this point in, I believe, September, yes. So in that point, it actually bottomed a little bit prior to the run-up, and I guess at this point they injected more money and it just continued moving up. So currently right now we have the Legatus pilgrimage right here, so maybe it continues up a little bit before it rolls over. So maybe, you know, the move is after. We just know that that's a key date when they get together and they talk about it, what they're going to do and decide what they're going to do. So I don't see any way this market cannot crash. After listening to Alex Jones and hearing one of the advertisements on there, I went to this website, and it's called, here it is. Stanberryresearch.com, but the actual website that they were actually advertising was this right here, endofamerica3.com. I imagine they put the 3 in there so that they can, for tracking purposes, so they know it come from Alex Jones's site. But you go to here, it just forwards you to Stan's stansberriesresearch.com/pro, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, type in endofamerica3.com. Give Alex some credit for it. You know, who knows? Try endofamerica1.com, endofamerica2.com, endofamerica4.com. Probably they're just tracking. That's all they're doing, is using that for tracking purposes. So anyway, when you play this, it's about an hour and a half long. No, actually, I'm sorry, hour and 17 minutes to be exact. If you right-click on it, you should be able to download it to Real Player. And if you do that, it is... now, they're trying to sell you their newsletter. But understand, the information in it is extremely, still very important and very accurate. It's not something that you should dismiss just because of the fact that they'd like to sell you their newsletter, because everybody's trying to make money. You guys are trying to make money. You're shorting the market, so you know, I'm trying to make money with advertisement on my site, hoping people will click on it and do something, but whatever. So you can't blame them for that. Now, I downloaded it, and it is right here. It is 1 hour and 17 minutes, 41 seconds in, but they put some really powerful information in this video, and no matter where you go here in it, they give you a lot of good information. Probably the last 10 minutes is, is them talking about the newsletter, and yeah, you see where it gets to some testimonials and stuff like that. But the first hour is definitely worth watching. It's nothing but education, and it clearly talks about the fact that there's no way possible that this current dollar that we have, this Federal Reserve note, is going to stay. There's no way. It cannot happen. Here he talks about a secret meeting that China, Japan, and Russia and France had without the United States present. And that was basically exactly what I've been talking about on the blog, with all those links I put on the blog. When you go and check them out, the links on the blog, go back here, watch this video, of course, and go check out these links that I put on here, and definitely listen to, if you have not, this was the summary, but you definitely should have listened to these, and went and listened to this one as well, the 50 to 7% dollar devaluation. This is just another person, more people that are confirming the exact same thing. This is what Lindsey Williams said. They're all confirming the exact same thing. And of course, right here, I put the audio link. This was another audio link, over an hour video as well. Or it's just audio basically, but looks like a video. And this one is the same pretty much. This guy's totally different, but he's saying the same thing. The dollar must go away. Now, he doesn't mention anything about the new dollar called the Treasury note, or Treasury dollar, as opposed to the Federal Reserve note that we have right now, but because he doesn't know that. But he gives you all the statistics saying the dollar has to be devalued. There's just no way around it. It is just too late. It's going to cause. He goes over the fact that in other countries, gas is already $6 and $7 a gallon. And for American dollars to buy it would take $6 to $7 a gallon, because gasoline, or I should say oil, has been traded in dollars, bought and sold in dollars, for I guess 50 years or more. And since the United States is the only country that can print dollars legally, then that simply means that all the other countries, if they want to buy oil from Saudi Arabia or anywhere else, or OPEC period, since it's all traded in dollars, they have to take their currency, buy the dollar, and then take the dollar and buy the barrels of oil. That's why it costs them $6 to $7 a gallon for gasoline in American dollars. Now, exchange it to whatever rate they're paying in their country, whatever. It doesn't make any difference. It's the equivalent to $6 to $7. And I wish I could find a little. Should have done this before, but I'm just going to let you download it and watch it. I'll put the link up. Silver should be worth $125 when gold hits $2,000 an ounce, because it's a 16 times ratio. This very, very good video, folks. Watch this. If anybody decides to order his newsletter, he's giving away some free bonuses as well, I think. And I'm not making anything from promoting this guy's newsletter, but if you do, you find some tidbits of information in there that you don't mind sharing with people, be sure and email me, and I will share it if you want it shared, or at least find out about it, whatever. If you decide to order something like that, and there's something in it, just please share it with the people that's on the blog, just like I try to share everything here. So going back to the market, based upon the VIX print, folks, it's just gonna have to go up. The market's just gonna have to keep going up until the VIX print is hit. I don't know if that's going to happen tomorrow, or if they're going to back down tomorrow for a few days, or maybe just have one big down day and then jam it back up again. Speculation, I'd say they go up tomorrow. I'd say they go up at least in the morning to hit the VIX fake print. 1486 is what you're looking for in the VIX, folks. 1486. Once that's hit, well, if this thing turns out to be massively overbought, if we look here and this gets up here and it's overbought, I don't know if it's going to put in a higher histogram tower here or just a lower one or whatever. I really don't know. But if they spike this thing up in the morning and we hit that print, and this thing gets overbought, and this one here, this 30-minute runs up here and it puts in a lower histogram tower and make it right in line with this right here, making a third tower there, that would be a negative divergence, a triple negative divergence. That might be a good spot to test the waters on getting short ahead of Thursday and see what happens. Timing this thing is going to be crazy. You're just not going to be able to time it. But again, you're going to look for all three of these charts here to get overbought at the same time, and then dip your toes in and see what happens. I think once it rolls over and collapses, it's going to be done. What's going to happen pretty much is when they get on TV and announce that there'll be a new currency. It did not happen again on yesterday on the 8th with the meeting and everything that they were talking about. It didn't happen. But when they do announce it, it's going to cause a collapse in the market. I can't see how it will not, because it's going to force the interest rates to have to be raised, because you're going to have to attract foreign investors to buy treasuries and bonds and the dollar, to buy the dollar, because it's going to be cut in half. This could happen overnight. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a gradual change. It could happen overnight. It very well could happen overnight. The panic can happen overnight, and that would be the crash that we're talking about here. A massive crash. So even if the good guys out there are going to forgive the debts, get the new money supply in here, even if that happens and the bad guys get arrested and all this, even the good guys doing this, the dollar still has to be reset. Makes no difference. The dollar has to be reset. Means it's going to be worth half of what it's worth, 50 or 60% devaluation, just like Lindsey Williams said. So there's no way around it. It's got to collapse. So when you devalue the dollar, you're thinking, well, if the dollar goes down, the market goes up. No. Not in this case, because it's panic. Because they know that they're going to have to raise the interest rates. Because at the same time, Bernanke probably come out and say, we're going to have to raise interest rates to attract people into the market to buy the dollar, and so it's just, I can't see any way that this market cannot crash. It's there's no way. Even the good guys saying that they're going to inject $3 trillion into just the United States alone or something like that and forgive all the debts, and I can't see anything but a crash coming. So I would take the time to, watch this video here. Again, the website, here's endofamerica3.com, and this just the number 3, not typed out. And you can just right click and again download it if you want to be able to pause it, because when you go to play here, it doesn't give you no scroll bar, so you don't know how long it is, and you can't stop it. Well, you can stop it, but you can't rewind and fast forward, so you might want to download it. Now, if you click, as you can see, that's all there is here. If you click to cancel this out, it gives you this little pop-up, wait before you go. You can click cancel, and then you'll get to read their newsletter. And it's a lot of good information here, no question about it. Lots of good information. And it's pretty much the stuff that they cover in the video. They pretty much just went over the stuff in the video and put it here in text for those that want to read it. But there's just no way. Here they give you examples right here. This is, can't believe I'm promoting somebody's newsletter and I don't get nothing for it. But hey, this is just this is not about trying to make money off of selling somebody's newsletter, but it's just about getting the information out there so that people don't get hurt. Because if the dollar collapses like it's going to, it's going to get ugly, and there could be very riots in the street, and it could be very dangerous. This is what Lindsey Williams is really trying to warn people about, and it could happen overnight. He said, remember what he said, 2 to 3 weeks, but after the euro collapses, you might have 2 to 3 weeks, period. So I would say at that point, he'd be coming on, Bernanke's going to be coming on saying we're going to raise the interest rates, and bam, there goes the market. It's going to collapse even more. That'll probably be our wave 3. This first move down is probably going to be our wave 1 inside of primary wave 3, of course. Then we'll have a bounce, and then probably at that time it'll be a wave 3 of wave 3 of wave 3 of who knows what. Showing charts here, we see a repeat of the 1930s, and yes, it does look very eerily similar to the collapse. Only it's going to be worse. I don't see it. I see it taking out that low and going lower. That would be the 666 low. Gold and silver prices have soared. Good read, folks. Good read. I just wanted to put this here just to reconfirm what basically is going on, that this is the real deal. This market is set to collapse. There's no way to avoid it. Even if the good guys wipe out the debt, the only way they can do that is to get rid of the dollar. Getting rid of the dollar means it's going to be at the cut in half at least, and interest rates will therefore have to go up. There'll be panic in the market, and the market will collapse. So I don't know. That's so for now, I'm just going to sit on the sidelines and wait for this VIX fake print to hit, and then reevaluate the charts. And if they get up here and they look all overbought on the 60, if this one here goes up here and puts in a lower divergence and makes a slope like that, same thing with the 30. If it goes up and does the same thing, if all that happens together at the same time, it looks like it's going to roll over, and at least it's a short-term opportunity to go ahead and get short. And if it turns out to be more than a short-term opportunity, well, you'll know. You'll know is because it'll be the bulls trying to exit out the door, not the bears. So you just hang on to your shorts and hang on to your shorts. It's been tough to do lately. As Elmer Fudd has been shooting holes in them while we're running. But no more. We're going to have the nicest pair of Calvin Klein shorts or whatever's popular now. Showing my age there. Okay, that's it, gang. That's pretty much it. Hey, up, sideways consolidation, bull flag. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We all know that. So just look for that fake print. Don't be getting short until you see at least the 14.86 VIX print hit. And then after that, you reevaluate the charts and make your own decisions at that time. Good luck, everyone.